So, hello guys, this is Rex Arthur. Welcome back to part 2 of Rainbow Economics. And to summarize, Rainbow Economics is basically a system that is based on diversification and recognition of all diverse identities in the economy, and an economy that is made up of practically all the good things of the economic spectrum, like capitalism, communism, mixed economy, Nordic economy, and the basic income system, and all of those put together. Yes, just diversity. Of course, it's not that diversity is not happening in the economies. They are, but it's right now the real issue we are having is the identities. And what I mean by identities, we have the LGBTQ identities, and we have the female women identities. And now you've seen what is happening with the feminist movement. As I told in the other video, as I told you, LGBTQ movement and the feminist movement, they are all identity movements. Even the Black Lives movement is an identity movement. All of these are identity movements. Why? Because in our age and time, identity is a very important thing. Reason being, when your identity is known, there is a way you are treated by the system. So if you are a black person and you are in a system that is antagonistic to black people, you will suffer economically. So basically, some of the identities, oppressed identities, they are not where they are because of who they are. And the oppressive system wants you to give up. It's like, especially like the feminist and the LGBTQ, they tell them, hush down, hush, and you'll get what you want. That's what they do. Because like for the feminists, they'll tell them, no, don't look for, you're a woman, just stay at home. Just stay at home. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. I can afford. And so to tempt the woman to feel like, okay, maybe I'm pushing for this thing and it's not my thing. LGBTQ, you say, why are you dressed up like a lady and you're not a lady? Come on, just go wear a suit and wear this and forget about it. You see, that's how the oppressive system tries to deal with those movements. But the toughest is the black one, because the black one, even if you you remember what happened to Michael Jackson? You see, he had to look so light in the name just to survive, and that's no. You see how Lupita has done it very well. Stayed in her darkness. Yes, good. She's happy, black, beautiful, going on with her life. And look what has happened. Wakanda has grossed in billions. Yes, it was a good statement of identity. Yes. And so what I'm trying to say is this: the rainbow economic system is based on diversification, which includes diversification of identities. And why is it important? It is allowing the identities to play in the economy, to be part of the economy. LGBTQ to be part of the economy, black people to be part of the economy, women to be part of the economy, the sick and the disabled to be part of the economy. That is what is supposed to happen. But most economic systems in the world, they are so inhuman. They don't even think about, all they think about is male, female. That's all. They stop there. Male, female. Look at your identity cards and passports. That's all they write. And then they put your picture. So the picture, they just look at it and they say, "Oh, black person, oh, white person, oh, Asian, male." Yeah, you see, those are the things that are happening. But if we have a system, the rainbow system, economic system, whereby even if your ID is saying you're transgender, yes, you're okay. We are okay with you. You go on. You carry. Of course, it has happened in some countries, but not all countries have accepted. Yes, some countries, they accept that, and Argentina does that very well. You know, you have an ID, a very flexible ID, because transgenders, they change themselves. Today they want, I feel very male, so I'm going to be a man, and they do it. Then next time, no, I want to be a female. Yes. Personally, I allow you to do that. It's free. And Argentina has also done that. Their ID card is very flexible. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Because that's her trans. That's her trans, how they think. So, then as I've said, so the rainbow economic system is to allow all identities to be involved in the system. And this rainbow economic system should be free and in giving people incomes. Yes, I am an income freak. I believe in giving. I'm with Dambiza Moyo. Dead aid. It's dead because the aid doesn't go to those who need it. You give money to those who need it. Simple. You don't need to go around to go through the government to give money to poor people. Why can't Sweden not go and come? They have an embassy in Africa. Go and visit those people you're saying that they have problems and give them the aid. Simple, direct. That's what happened. Direct aid is now part of the system. Yes, and I also support, because the rainbow economic system is a diverse system. It allows any economic system to take place. Even Bitcoin is part of it, because it is an inclusive economic system. It is not an exclusive economic system. See, the problem with capitalism, it's exclusive. It does not have a sense of welfare. In a capitalist system, if you don't work, you're dead. You're gone. If you don't have a job, you're dead. That is capitalism. So it's very exclusive. It only works for people who have jobs, and not just jobs, well-paying jobs. Because also in capitalism, there's a lot of hierarchy. Even capitalism, accounting in capitalism is not like accounting in communism or socialism. So the accounting in the capitalism system tends to look down on workers. That's why the socialist system brought unions. Labor unions are a socialist component. And that is what happens in the socialism system. That labor, you have to remember your workers. Then, now, and that's why I'm saying now the rainbow economic system is a combination of all of these economic systems, and not just their combination, but the good parts. Yes, so that we don't have capitalism. Capitalist system is whereby people who don't work don't get money. Yes, and that's wrong, because there can be a situation whereby, like what's happening in Africa, unemployment is high, very high, and people are at an age when they can do very good consumption. So the good mathematics will be, give those people basic income so that they can make the economic strong. Yes, give them. Some, they just give the old people. No, don't give old people only. Give everybody. Anybody who has an ID system, ID card, even those who are residents. Yes, even foreigners. and are residents, they should enter the system. You give them money. Why? That's how you collect taxes. Revenue is got through the VAT. You get them by giving people money. That's how you get it. Simple system. Simple. So that's what I like the rainbow economic system for, and I'm advocating for it. It is basically, the other name for it would be, diversified economy, which is already has been there. It's called the mixed economy, but we're adding the word rainbow because of the identities involved in the market, and that's including the LGBTQ people, the black people, and all the oppressed races, because in some countries even whites can be oppressed. Yes, it's possible. And then but there are not many. Compared to where blacks are oppressed. Blacks are mostly oppressed. You go to even South America. Yes, you go to South America. If you really study Brazil very well, you will notice there's something wrong, that the black people are also being oppressed. So most of the times, most of the systems are anti-black. That's why Black Lives Matter movement is there, and it's a noble cause. Yes, when you notice something is wrong somewhere, speak up. That's why the LGBTQ movement is there. Yes, they know something is wrong. Speak up. You're not recognizing gay people. Yes, speak up. And then now, like women, the oppression of women, that's why you speak up. If someone is hurting you and you're not happy, you're allowed to say it. Yeah, it's simple. That's how. That's why I am part of those movements. Yes, and I'm very happy I'm part of those movements, and I stand with them till the end. Yes, till the end, because my vision of life is that everybody should be allowed to live how they want to live. Free, doing what they want to do, loving whomever they want to love, and no opposition to that. So let's end this video on how to rainbow size non-rainbow economic systems. First of all, what's already happening is the decriminalization of gay sex, and which is already happening in many countries. We've already discussed this, like what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. Secondly, have the equality commissions and equality committees and equality agencies set up in all countries. Yes, all. I mean it all. Even the Arabs, Muslims, they also need to open up. Yes, because it is ironic that you say you're in power, but you are powerless. Yes, it's very weird. Why are you powerless? Then it means people have the power. And why do they have the power? It's because of the system. You are not making the people understand that things have changed. That's why, thirdly, after setting up equality agencies, education system must be rainbow sized. Yes, you have to tell people that this is a reality. This is fact. It is science. Come on, people. It is science that is someone who is black. That's science. You will not change it. Melanin is scientific. It is clear there is someone who is black. But just because he's black doesn't mean he's weak. He can also do something. Yes. Just because someone is white doesn't mean they can't do anything in an economy that is predominantly black. They can do, and they should do. Yes. So why we are saying the education system should be reformed is because education is a programming system. We are educated in school, we are educated at home, we are educated through the TVs, we are educated through the computers, We're educated through our smartphones, you're educated through our phones, you're educated through the religious places of worship, you're even educated in the bar. Everywhere we are always being programmed. We're always receiving instructions and views. Yes. So the education system is very important. If it is narrow-minded, what happens in that system is the people become narrow-minded. If the education system is broad-minded, the people will become broad-minded. It's simple logic. That's why I'm very happy with what's happening in the Netherlands. They are giving sex education to children. Good. That's how you do it. You'll just see. Of course, it doesn't mean the change is coming now. Give them 10 years. You'll see those children will be different. Because even when you are, just because you're a sexual being, doesn't mean life should be very miserable for you. No. You should also live well and understand and be happy with who you are. That's why we are saying we want a rainbow economic system whereby diversity is recognized and it is part of the system. It is part of the way you're a players of the system. Then, so that education system needs to be rainbow sized, needs to be diversified. Now, and fourthly is the rainbow sizing the business community. Yes, the business community also needs to understand they are diverse people. We are all different. So when you sell something, sell it to that person. And I am going to do this because of what happens to very many LGBTQ people. Because LGBTQ identity is a sexual identity. That means sex is involved. And there are places where you are able to have sex. These are places like the hotel rooms and the what do you call it, the lodges and all of these things. They're very important because people have sex. And I remember one time the woman was saying that they cannot they gave a rule. One time we went somewhere and they gave a rule that we don't want to see men together. Even it's better you come a man and a woman. And I was like, have I even told you what I'm going to do with this person? No. Have I? I've just told you, give me a room. Just give me a room. Have I come to tell you that I want a room to do this and this? I just said, give me a room. Whatever you're thinking, you're being programmed badly by somebody. Yes. When you get a room, whether you are with 2 women or 2 men or a man and a woman, that is up to you. Yes. Yes, it is whatever happens in that room is none of your business. That is the thing. So these business institutions, especially things to do with sexual activity, they need to be rainbow sized so that they don't attack people. And besides, who said even hotels are only for sex? No, they are just for resting. Some people are very busy and they are transiting from one country to another and they need a hotel to stay in. Yes, and they can be 2 men and they can be 2 women, or they can be a man and a woman. They're on a business trip. Because who said that when you see a man and a woman together, they are going to have sex? Even that is a wrong what do you call it, perception. Yes, very wrong perception.